Whether uniting as a team or going solo against the world, these players compete in the highest level of professional gaming. They are victors of the mind game, players that possess the X factor when performing in front of thousands. Their names are remembered in the Pro Gaming Hall of Fame. These are the icons of esports.
Heading to the finish line right now, these guys going around this final club chicane. Mitch looking for a move, trying to sneak up on the left-hand side. Oh my gosh, just barely holding his position. I believe that's Venom, but Lightning able to take advantage again, waiting for that small mistake, and there is the cross over the finish line. Box in front. Looks like Hard BR in second, some smiles across the line, but I think we might have seen a sneaky move or two near the end there.
It was extreme speeds and tight corners for this league of talented players as the 2018 Forza Racing Championship wowed audiences right around the globe. The highly popular Forza Racing Championship series saw players put the pedal to the metal across its many years of competition. Similar to its real-world counterpart, racers climbed the virtual ranks to earn big money and a highly sought-after driver's seat at the end-of-season grand final event. Competing for a spot on the podium was Noble Esports' very own Robin Betka, better known to the Forza community as B0x. Approaching the racetrack with a clear mind, the German-born player took his pro gaming career seriously and stopped at nothing to gain first place and leave the rest of the competition in the rear-view mirror. Talented and respected by all, B0x valued the support of his team in every race he competed in.
How important has their support been to get you here?
I think the support of my team, Noble, and all of the people here as well, like the entire week, I have received such amazing support. And I don't think it would have been possible without, because the support really made me believe in myself, so that I can actually do it and withstand the pressure.
But there was more than meets the eye for this young e-racing prodigy. B0x is a coder by trade, developing video games and security modules in his spare time. He is currently a programmer for UK game developer Double 11, but during his esports career, B0x focused on becoming one of the world's best Forza players, and through his wins and losses, he enjoyed himself every step of the way. B0x admits he is a nervous player by nature, but that didn't stop him from having an outstanding 2018 season. Series 1 of the 2018 Forza Racing Championship saw B0x claim the first place trophy after 4 rounds of racing. Despite a troubling 4th round, Robin earned his position at the live Forza Racing World Championship finals that following October, where he'd once more face off with the world's best. After months of training, the 24 greatest Forza drivers in the world landed in London and prepared to put the pedal to the metal in front of thousands of online viewers. Drivers took to the Silverstone racing circuit for Race 1, hitting the grid with the Aston Martin Vantage GT12. B0x was off to a great start, but finding a way around G2 Esports' Lage proved impossible as the German star played it safe for a second-place finish.
Semis still points to be fought over, places to be made. Williams 7 having a look for 5th position, getting alongside, but he's on the wrong side of the circuit. On the last lap now, it's the dash to the line and right through to take the checkered flag. G2 Liège.
Race 2's Nürburgring would be raced with style as players got behind the wheel of a Porsche Cayman GT4. In a similar result to Race 1, French contender Lage kept his lead while B0x trailed behind in second place. It was obvious that the G2 Esports star was a cut above the rest, and B0x would have his work cut out for him leading into the second half of the finals.
Now there's a short dash, this short shoot, you can get on the inside, he's got to go on the right, got to go on the right now! Go to the right now and throw it in! Oh, he hasn't done it, he had the opportunity there, and he allowed B0x to cover off. He had the opportunity, just for a moment, to put himself on the right-hand side and throw it down the inside. He's decided to stick for third there, I reckon.
Too bad for Mitch, too bad for Mitch. Good effort though.
And we are
Box would need to somehow take the fight to Lage on Race 3's Suzuka circuit. The Honda Zengo Motorsport Civic would be the car of choice on Japan's main grid. History once again repeated itself as Lage took a healthy lead against a second-placed Box. The pecking order had certainly been established, and unless something catastrophic happened to Lage in the fourth race, Box's World Championship dream was over.
Venom in fourth position, and the top four have cleared off from the rest of the field. Lage missed to 60 points from the top from the first three races, and Lage will start at the back on the reverse grid race.
To carry out the final race of the tournament, the drivers took their seats and loaded into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, switching gears on the elegant Ford Shelby GT350R. The live competition took a massive swing as Lage and Box failed to make ground from their starting positions in the race's 10 laps. The two leading drivers at the event were at war with each other. Box stood firm in 10th position as the focused Lage tried to get around the German star. TX3's Lightning stole the show after a pressuring final lap, sending him up the leaderboard with a 20-point victory.
It's going to be TX3 Lightning that sees the checkered flag first, but still a couple of heavy braking points now, and he's got Rossi right with him. Rossi's there, needs a clean entry onto the banking, the wrong way on the start-finish straight, of course, here at the Brickyard. Lightning gets a great exit. He's been under pressure for the last lap and a half and will take the reverse grid race.
Consistency paid off for the leading racers of the 2018 Forza Racing World Championship. Lage's undisputed control and three-time victories saw him take first place with 61 points, while Box cemented himself in second with 47. A rivalry was born between the French G2 esports star Lage and the German Nobel contender Box. But as fate would have it, these two Forza professionals would put their differences aside for something greater that following year. Flying in from cities all over the world, Forza drivers combined their play styles for the 2019 Forza Racing Championship finals as they represented the biggest names in the racing world. After 7 rounds of intense online competition, the top 8 teams of 3 were invited to the live offline finals. Donning the red, yellow and navy blue colours of Red Bull Racing, Box, Venom and the series star player Lage hit the grid as the team to beat.
We're at corner 1, we're on board with Williams 7 running from the back of the field in that Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo up the inside of LZR Rossi and fishing around for a line there. Rossi well wide, but maybe able to hold it.
That's not what I was expecting to see.
Round 1 on the Silverstone racing circuit saw Lage take a dominant lead all game long, while Box lost positions against Team Lazarus's Rossi and Force 1 by the 7th lap. Other players found opportunities to pass the German racer, sinking Box down to a 10th place finish. Venom and Lage's placements were enough to boost Red Bull Racing into the top spot early on in the day.
It was, and even though Mitch crossed
Down towards turn 1.
With 4 points the difference between Red Bull Racing and Lazarus, Box vowed to do better on his home turf of Nürburgring in order to further increase his team's lead. Box and Venom battled with Sauber star Davey Skills and Williams driver RR to keep a firm stance in the middle of the pack, but unfortunately fell to 7th and 8th despite their best attempts. Lage proved once more that he was on a completely different level to the rest of the competition. His talent behind the wheel was unmatched as he raced through the finishing line unchallenged for the second time that day.
Toward that final corner, it's a right-hander. There's no way that racers can make a move from that far back. This one's all tied up and more or less in the books as Lage powers down that Lamborghini Centenario, revs up its 6.5 litre V12, and it's a beautiful sound as he heads toward the line, taking 20 points for Red Bull Racing.
59 points to Lazarus's 52. Lage, Box and Venom hit the Sebring International Raceway with one goal in mind, and that was to kick dust in the face of their competitors and control the lead.
Taps on you. Won't let you get into a competition between
Racers, Mitch and Zoom tailed Lage for the top spot, while Box remained in 5th position.
Continues to run in the lead and doing a fantastic.
Venom in 9th didn't upset Red Bull Racing's grand final lead, as Lage for the 3rd time that day dropped his foot in the final stretch to achieve another flawless victory for his team.
But for now, there are no more questions for Lage at Sebring, who runs through T17. You can see he's relaxing in that little picture of him in the bottom left of the frame, looking satisfied with himself as he powers down, heads out at T17, and crosses the line to take his 3rd win of the day. I cannot tell you how impressive.
Out of Red Bull Racing's 90 outstanding points, Lage contributed a total of 60 of them, making him the MVP of the entire weekend thus far.
Also with the coach.
The Frenchman was unstoppable. No one could catch up to him in the 7 laps of the Road America circuit for the last race of the Grand Final Series.
Hasn't been able
Shifting gears in the 2019 Forza Racing Championship Series final hour, Box manoeuvred his way into 4th, leaving players like Zoom and RR in his rear-view mirror. By the 7th and final lap, Box dropped to 5th after a swift overtake from Zoom. But for the 4th time that day, Red Bull's Lage planted his foot to take a flawless first-place victory, cementing his team atop the podium with an incredible 124-point result.
This Invitational Series, Lage crosses the line and takes the final win for Red Bull Racing, and surely cements their position as the leaders of this championship. Across the line behind him will follow Williams Mitch and LZR Racers for Williams Esports and Lazarus. Wow, Shay, what a season.
With Lage achieving a perfect 80-point result, the Red Bull Racing team became kings of the Forza Racing Invitational. Racers and Mitch's 54-point result was enough to bring Lazarus and Williams into 2nd and 3rd place respectively, while Sauber tailed behind with 33 points the difference. Box, Lage and Venom pocketed $80,000 for their victory, as well as the mantle of 2019 Forza RC champions. A truly amazing day in e-racing history.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.